Hi, Mrs. Cheney here. I'm going to explain to you a project that you're going to be doing using oil pastels and things like that. A little messy supplies here. So you need to first of all have some sort of a surface that you can work on where you can make a mess. Your kitchen, the floor of your garage. Don't do this on your bed. Don't do it over carpet. Maybe lay some newspapers down or something old that you can work on top of, because you're going to have a lot of flakes that are it's going to get messy. So what do you need for this? You need a pencil, okay? It could be a mechanical pencil. It could be your number 2 pencil. You need your Sharpie, okay? This is the fine point Sharpie, the fatter one. And you need something to scratch with. It could be a paper clip. It could be a pair of scissors. It could be a mechanical pencil with the lead pushed in so that there's no lead there. It could be a fork. It could be a steak knife. It could be a pocket knife. I'm trying to think, a nail from your garage, something metal that could scratch, okay? You also need your oil pastels. I threw mine in a box. You have a baggie of random colors. All right, to begin, you have a learning target sheet here. And we're going to fill this out together. So this is going to be what is expected of you. Let's first read through the expectations. Okay, this is posted in your project. So you're going to be doing what's called oil pastel, I'm writing it down, typography. Okay, you're going to do oil pastel typography. The elements of art used in this, I always put the elements and principles at the top. Know that the elements you're going to use the most of are line, color, and texture. Of course, you're going to use shapes to create your design. You're going to use up your space, and hopefully you will use value by changing things. But the main focus here is line, okay, because we're in the element of line. The due date, it's going to be this Friday coming up. You will use your name in an abstract design. You will use various oil pastel techniques within your design. You will use the technique of sgraffito lines to create texture. Hopefully you watched a video that has been recorded on how to do sgraffito. So if you have not, you need to go back and watch that. And you will achieve asymmetrical balance. That means on your paper, you're going to create a composition that is not perfectly straight, okay? It's off-centered. You're going to use your poster board, the smooth side, pencil, Sharpies, ruler, oil pastel, scratch tools, okay? Ruler, I did give you a straight edge in your bag. That's that piece of cardboard, so you may need that. So, under procedure, I'm going to flip back to our little thing here. I wrote oil pastel typography, and you're going to use the line, you're going to use texture more than anything. You will use a lot of the elements of art, but those in particular, okay? So I'm going to slide this recording over to the side so that I can kind of see my procedure over here. So step number 1 is you're going to come up with a design. Okay. Number 2, it says you're going to finalize your design. Okay. So obviously, number 2 on here, okay, you're going to use poster board to draw out design. Okay. You are going to use Sharpie to outline. You're going to use the pastels to color, and you're going to use sgraffito in it. When you're all done, you're going to take photos and upload to Schoology. Remember, you have to take photos along the way, okay? So I will try to remember to do that as well. So, okay, step number 1. What we're going to do now is we are going to create our design. You need to use your initials of your name. My first name is Melissa. I could use Melissa. My last name is Cheney. It's a lot shorter. You know me as Cheney. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up with some designs. Let's see, what could I do? Chainy. I could do a giant C. I could do something like that. I could put an H like this. I could put an A up here. Ooh, that's crooked. This is a sloppy copy, right? And where could I put my E? Maybe here in the corner to help fill up my space. E. And my Y, I need something in this corner. I could do something like that. Okay? That's one idea. Let me zoom in so you can see it's a little better. Another idea, chainy. Let's see, I could do my C. Ooh, that's bad. H. Keep in mind, you are just practicing and you're figuring out a composition, okay? I'm not going to waste our video time talking about this, but you're going to come up with 3 different ideas, okay? After I drew my ideas, I came up with this one. I liked this one the best, okay? Then on my poster board, it says to work on the dull side. Okay, when I feel them, I don't feel much difference on shiny or dull. I can kind of hold it to light and the shiny side is a little glossier. You want to use the dull side. If you're not sure, pick up an oil pastel. Okay, here's blue. And in the corner, I'm going to make a little mark. Did it stick? Yeah, then that's the dull side. The shiny side, okay, it doesn't stick as much. It's not as bright. It does stick, but it tends to rub off really easy, okay? Where the dull side, it's smeared too, but it's got a little more grit to it. Okay, honestly, if you end up using the wrong side, it's all gonna be well, it'll be fine, okay? Now I'm gonna draw out my design that I went with. So I'm going with this design. I'm gonna try a little bit harder here to do my C. Okay, I would erase, clean it up, figure it out a little more. I'm gonna do my H. Okay. My A, my N, E, Y. After I draw all that out, it says to outline it in Sharpie. So then I'm going to spend time being neat. You are obviously not going to do this whole project in 15 minutes, but I'm only allowed 15 minutes on this video. It shuts me off otherwise, so I'm going fast. Okay? You will be neat. You will be precise. When you go back, clean it up with an eraser. Get rid of all the extra junk. So you will have a line drawing. Then what you're going to do is using the oil pastels, you're going to mix and you're going to blend colors together. I like red and pink, so maybe in this section, I'm going to start filling it in. It's smearing my pencil here because I didn't outline it yet. I'm going to color it in. With oil pastels, you kind of press hard, you just do. You press hard with your oil pastels and you smear them and you rub them. Okay, I'm blending it into a pink. I rub it with my fingers. If I press really hard with these oil pastels, they will tend to make a huge mess on the table. And it's not pretty. And your parents may be upset with you. Okay? Some of the oil pastels may be dirty. This white one is full of blue. It's a mess. Get a piece of scrap paper. Okay? Here's some scrap paper. And rub it on the scrap paper, and you can kind of clean off the oil pastel gunk, and it'll be a little cleaner for you, okay? So the point of this is you're going to have a lot of smears and yucky stuff, okay? That's going to happen. So I filled in that area. Think about balance. Think about favorite colors. You're going to fill in each little area. Oh, I forgot something. Oh my gosh. Important. I'm going to open my camera. I'm going to take some pictures of my progress. Got to remember to do that or I'm going to have to redo it. Okay, so there's one picture of my preliminaries. If you don't have a cell phone or a smartphone, you can take pictures of it with your laptop by holding it up. Okay, here's another one. I'm going to take a picture of, notice I'm flat. Got this paper in the way. I want a bad grade. I do have a shadow because of my camera. You won't be working under a camera, nor will you have a light on your phone from that. So I took another one. Okay, so I have progress. Then I'm going to try sgraffito techniques. I don't have to do it everywhere. I'm going to put black on top of this area right here. Or I could use blue. if you didn't get a black. I could color in areas, okay? Let's go all the way. Let's cover this red. Have them blend together. Again, I'm going really sloppy, time limit here. Then I'm going to open up a paper clip and do some of those graffito techniques that were taught in the video. Okay, so I could do little textures, looks like fish scales, okay? Techniques like that. My finished product, I did do, ta-da! With the magic of television. Okay, I did this before. But you can see that for graffito techniques, I wrote my name over and over and over again. I do like little fish scales or dragon scales. I wrote art, art, art over and over again. I made little scratch tools like this, scratch marks. In the center, I did a rainbow, and I did scratch through that where the poster board kind of shows through. I didn't do graffito everywhere. Notice I have a balance of darks, okay? I have a balance of lights, yellow, 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 okay? I have a balance of blues, blue, blue, blue. Bounce around. You don't want the whole entire thing to be black and blue, okay? That's boring. Obviously, you're limited on the colors that are in your bag. Do some experimentation. What's cool about oil pastels is that in the long run, if you don't like something, you can cover it up with another color, okay? You saw that here. It made mud. It made nasty. It kind of looks purple, but it's not so bad. And then when you scratch it, the other color comes through. So things can be fixed, okay? This is messy. How do you get it off your fingers? Okay, you need a bar of soap and you need an old rag. So you're going to get your hand all soapy and clean at the sink, and you're going to scrub your finger on a dish rag to get it out. Now, it's going to stain your dish rag, okay? So maybe paper toweling or try something like that. But it doesn't come off with just soap and water. You do have to do a little scrubbing. Maybe you have a fingernail brush or something, okay? Ask your parents where a good place to use oil pastels would be. It does leave little flakes. There's some on my table here. Here's a piece of white. Here's a piece of red. There's a piece of blue on my scrap paper. It does get everywhere. If you get it on your clothes, try spraying Windex on it. That does take it off a little bit, breaks down the oil. Don't forget to take that final picture. Yep, phone upside down. Don't forget, hold it up, do a really good job. Okay, I took a picture of it. Oh, I need to crop. I need to crop my photo because I don't want that other crap in the background to show up and have my grade be lowered. Okay? So anyway, I hope you're doing okay. Remember, you can reach me by email. If you are totally lost, we can arrange a Google Meet. You will not be the first one to do that, and I will talk to you individually.